Live. We are going live. We are live. Hello everybody, welcome to the Liz and Cats channel. And here's our little theme. Da 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 da.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
It was the birth of Jesus, so that's fine. Merry Christmas, everybody, in case we missed you last week.
Yeah,
You missed us.
I hope you had a lovely Christmas, everybody.
Yeah,
We did. We had a lovely time.
we did. We're very mellow tonight. Well, certainly Liz is mellow.
I've had a tablet.
She has a tablet, yes. Just for proper medical reasons. It's not just recreational.
Well, no, I'm not going to go there.
No. So, yes, welcome to all of you who've joined us. Speak to us in the chat or in the comments below if you're listening back later. And if you like what you hear tonight, then hit the like button and subscribe and click on the bell. Ding! There it is.
I got it.
Yay!
It needs to be obviously
Needs to
on
be
some
there.
sort of solid surface for me
It
to
does,
be able
yeah.
to whack
You can
it.
do it
properly.
one-handed without looking.
For goodness sake.
There we go. So what's on the show tonight? Well, this one is very much for our subscribers and fans.
Yeah.
So thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you, my darlings. We love you.
Yes, we do. And give us a wave in the chat. So today we will be looking back at 2020, the year that everyone can't wait to end.
Yeah.
Let's face it, we're going to be celebrating what we've been through together and telling you how this bizarre set of circumstances brought us to this point where we're broadcasting to you on our very own YouTube channel, something we never imagined a year ago, did we?
It wouldn't have even dawned on me a year ago. But then I think a year ago all of us were kind of like safe in our little normal lives.
Yes.
And nobody would have imagined anything any different, would we? So I
That's
think
right.
it's... yeah.
And now we're all in our bubbles. There you go.
Yeah.
And that happened to be the name of my theatre company.
In a bubble.
And still is, but we've done nothing, of course,
No.
since we were all primed and ready to do a show
So
in
sad.
March of 2020, and then it all closed down. So there was literally a show booked in and everything in a library for children. I think the day after we went into lockdown, and it all just
Yeah.
everything just stopped.
Awful.
Anyway,
Neither of us have worked since March the 12th
yeah, that's
of
it.
this year.
So yes, so we'll be looking at the whole process that got to there, and then we'll be looking forward to 2021, hopefully, and we'll be telling you all about the amazing plans we have for the future and plans that involve you. So stick around to the end and you'll find out all about it, and then we'll all sing Auld Lang Syne together and raise a glass to your health. It's just a glass of water
And a cup of tea.
and a cup of tea. Really, we're not celebrating properly until tomorrow because
Tomorrow we will, yeah.
it wouldn't go down well with the
I'm not allowed to
The
drink
medication.
with me meds, unfortunately. Yeah.
So, but he might.
Yeah, bless him. Yeah, well, he's...
Yeah, he can get away with anything.
Okay.
So, there we go. Let's look back at 2020 and let's tell you our story. So, because Liz is a little bit under weather, it might be me talking for most of it.
Sorry, guys.
So, I'm a bit husky as well
I have
tonight.
a bit of a headache as well. So.
Yeah.
Anyway, we're still here.
We are. We're
We're
still
here
here.
for you. So if you're here as well, then give us a wave because it'd be lovely to hear from you.
Yes, brilliant. So, and you can chip in any time you like. I'll probably save my voice as well.
Yeah.
Because I don't know this. I know one of the most common things that people have said this year is, "Oh, I've probably had COVID already," and I've had this rough voice since March.
Since we were in lockdown
Yeah.
first time, yeah.
So I don't know. Maybe I have. Maybe I haven't. But
Yeah. Well,
one day we'll find out.
Our son, who is a trainee nurse, was talking to his friend who is a registered general nurse, and he described the symptoms he had when we first went into lockdown, and he said, "Oh, yes, you definitely had it." So
There we go. So yeah, we've probably all had it here. Anyway, one day
we'll never know. We'll never know. So
one day we'll get sorted out, and it's all hopeful for 2021 because vaccines are available.
And they've rolled out the Oxford vaccine as well today in England, which is fantastic.
Yeah.
Or they've approved it. Sorry.
How did we get to where we are now? So, and as we turned Christmas in 2019, it seems such a long time ago now.
Yeah.
I, as usual, was putting weight on over Christmas, and I reached by New Year's Day, I think when I weighed myself, I was 217.7 pounds. Nasty.
Ooh.
And so that was happening.
How much is that in stones and feet?
That's 15.5 stone, 0.7.
Okay.
So I'd also just applied for Irish citizenship because we want to be even more part of the community here in Ireland, and it's lovely welcoming people. And also replying because of Brexit, because we had no idea what was going to happen then. And
yeah, we were a bit worried about that, weren't we?
Yeah.
So we were wondering. I didn't think anything major was going to happen, like they boot us out or anything, but we wanted to just make sure that we didn't have to have kind of work permits or anything like that, which could have happened feasibly.
Yeah.
So,
but fortunately we're safe. We've been here for 7 and a bit years now, so that is fine. And so that happened, and then tragedy. My father died in early January, which was a shock to the whole family, really, and naturally made. I know it made me think about my own mortality.
Yeah.
And I think it probably did for all of us, really.
Oh, Stella's saying she can't see us, but she can hear you.
Oh.
Hi, darling Stella.
Hello.
We love you. Hope you get some pictures soon.
Yes. I don't know why that is. We seem to have an excellent connection here.
Yeah.
Anyway, it's good to see you online.
Yeah.
So, then I spent much of January and February and early March doing workshops and writing and designing and rehearsing a children's show with Inner Bubble Theatre Company, my theatre company. And as I said, it was all booked in for shows, ready to go on March the 24th, I think. And then, of course, the lockdown happened. That was all building up at the time, and all of the work stopped. Fortunately, there's a PUP payment, they call it here, the
Pandemic Unemployment Pay.
That's the one. So it's the Pandemic Unemployment Payment. We've been calling it that all the time, the PUP payment. Fortunately, that happened. Otherwise, we'd have been in big trouble. It made us think. Thank you, Stella. It made us think really, really hard about our chosen professions and how we could survive in the future. And if this thing went on for a long time, which of course it has, and it's likely to carry on for many more months, I think, until
6 months
we're anywhere near normal. And then what happened is my doctor, who'd previously diagnosed me with diabetes about 2 years previous to that, had me in for a checkup, and he read my blood test results and said I'd need to go in for to go on diabetes medication. That was metformin, which I'd always said I wanted to avoid because it would mean taking them for the rest of my life.
Mind you, you were at really quite a low point at that stage, and I think you were just like, do you know what, I'm just going to take it, and you did, didn't you?
Oh yeah, there's a certain amount of fear that you get from the medical profession and from my diabetes nurse and dietitian to say, you know, if you don't take it, you might be in trouble. You know, your kidneys are going to be in trouble, and
or you might you can have problems. Type 2 diabetes affects your small blood vessels. So that's why they check your eyes, and you have regular blood tests, and if you have any issues in feet or hands, extremities basically, they want to make sure that you're okay, and so that's why you had a test all the time, didn't you? It works like twice a year you went for your
twice a year I'm getting
retinal scans and things like that, so and they've looked after him really well, but you know, it's like
they are very good here in Ireland.
They really are.
You know, if you're diagnosed with diabetes, they do let you see all kinds of people who can help you out. But of course, they're not experts in keto and fasting.
No.
So,
and they only know what they know, that's the thing as well.
That's true. And they have their advice, which is the normal advice to give. So, and the advice is to put you on medication. And of course, that just gets to the stage where eventually you might need to be on insulin directly. So, Anyway, all of this was a big wake-up call, wasn't it?
Well, and I'd put on quite a lot of weight as well, and it just kept going on and on and on. And I think I got to the point myself where I thought, no, this is a bit silly. I got to 195.3 pounds, which is...
It's the 0.3 that does it.
But I got to 195 and I don't know what it was, but I just went this far, no further kind of
if
thing.
you're approaching the 200, that looks like a bad number.
I had a Jean-Luc Picard moment, this far, no further, and I just... sorry, we're huge Trekkies. And it just was the thought of me creeping very, very quickly, actually, towards £200.
Yeah, and we do like our food, and it was Christmas and the New Year, and we just kept.
But this was April, and I was still.
Oh yeah, you were still there.
Still 195, and I decided to start doing something about it. Made a radical decision, and that's when I started looking online, and I was reading about fasting, and I was reading about I was reading about keto, and I started looking up that sort of thing.
Yeah, it was you that did all the research, wasn't it, at the time?
Well, I'm kind of a bit of a nerd like that, really, and I enjoy it. I enjoy looking up things and seeing what happens to your body. I'm a bit of a biology freak. I always have been, and
I admire you a lot for that, really.
Indeed, oh, thank you.
And it lets me off the hook. I don't have to do all the reading.
You just talk to him.
I trust her implicitly because I've known from experience that when she reads up, she knows the facts because I've tested her against the books, and or just asked a lot of questions and then read it myself afterwards, and she's absolutely right. So,
but the beauty of it is that out there is so much amazing information, and it's really, really easily available these days. And I can imagine, even 20 years ago, that this plethora of information didn't exist.
No,
YouTube didn't exist. So 20 years ago.
So you'd have to go into a library.
So you'd have to go to a library,
a specialist shop,
and you'd then have to request scientific papers from universities and from medical institutions and testing institutions and things like that. You just couldn't get that sort of thing. But now it's all online. It's amazing.
It is, and you can find it. I mean, so yes, we got this kick up the backside.
Yeah.
And the whole world was changing around us, and all of our lives seemed to be in danger. And then I was in one of the highest categories, and I was an obese, diabetic, 55-year-old man with a reduced life expectancy. And I was looking at, people around me. There were people on the news who were dying of heart attacks in their late 50s, and I was just thinking that, I could have less than 5 years to go if this is. And we really want to grow old together, and disgracefully.
Yeah, well, and also we want to. There's so much else we've got left to do. I mean, we didn't get together until 15 years ago. So we were kind of late getting together, as it were. I don't know, late, but do you know what I mean? Yeah. It was like we were in our 30s, you were in your 40s, and so we were late getting together, and
we missed each other the first time round. We knew each other about 13 years before we met properly. But we weren't ready then. So.
No. Yeah. So of course we just wanted to extend the amount of time that we'd have together, and that obviously wasn't looking good with Scouts the way you was. And so the first thing you wanted to do was to take the medication, didn't you?
Yeah. And that actually I was already sick. It did, yeah. It was terrible. And I mean that was the thing that really made the final decision, I think, and that's just when you were doing the research.
Yeah.
And
it all kind
we
of came
were looking
together
for
really
an
well,
alternative to the.
Yeah, it came together really well all at the same time. I was looking for stuff for me to do because I didn't want to do a regular diet, because I didn't want to cut the calories, because that never seems to work.
No.
So it's funny, isn't it?
There we go. Yes.
Lovely.
You were latest lovers as well, Stella and Tom.
Star-crossed lovers.
Over in Florida.
Late star-crossed.
Good to see Florida online. Good.
I hope it's a bit warmer for you, Stella, darling.
I bet it's bound to be warmer than here.
Well, it's been really cold there, actually. She's been saying how cold it is. Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
So, one thing we always wanted to do all along is, ever since we met, really, we've been planning, and Liz got her aromatherapy degree, and we were planning all kinds of things so that we knew all about lots of therapy so that we could help so many people. And that was the idea, that eventually we'd set up this organisation where we could do that. While we were living our best lives. So that's when we decided we could do this online.
Yeah.
And online was the only thing left to us, because everything else about our work was closed down. So,
and it was working so well for us, and that was the thing, and we wanted to just shout it from the rooftops that, you know, we were doing so well, and especially Scats, because I mean, you'd lost 5 stone 9 years previously,
yeah,
or 10 years previously,
and that was from 17.5 stone down to 12.5 stone.
Yeah.
So
you're
so I was still in the overweight, almost obese category.
Yeah, but still, I mean, I can remember you at Lucy's wedding, at Lucy and Tom's wedding, who's Scats' youngest daughter, and you were very svelte then in your lovely suit, looking very smart.
12.5 stone then.
But it wasn't long after that the weight started coming back on again, and it's always been a bit like this. So we needed to come up with a plan that would mean that we'd be able to do this forever, and not, or at least to some degree forever. And this was the only way to
just
go.
For another 50 or 60 or 70 years.
Just because, you know,
that would do. That's okay.
I told you I'm feeling every second of my 50 years today.
Yes.
I really am. So
yes. It's okay. It'll all get better in the next few days.
Hopefully,
anyway, and in the new year. So, and we're hoping that, of course, this vlog of ours that will grow enough for us to be able to earn a living after we've learned how to do it really, really well and built up some subscribers. So thank you to all of the subscribers that we've got so far. We've got over 300 now. 331, is it?
331.
331. Not bad.
Very good.
Oh, it's long pants weather over in Florida. Oh, sorry to hear that.
It's jumpers and galoshes here.
Yeah, even in the room, we've got the radiator on in the room and everything.
Yeah.
So I did get out for a walk today, but Liz wasn't well enough to.
Yeah, can you see us yet, Stella? Could you just tell us, love?
Yes, is it all working? I'm not sure that we can do anything about it, but
no. But anyway.
There we go. Anyway, so another thing that happened was we got a new logo designed by my other daughter, my eldest daughter,
Ashley, who is a very talented graphic designer. If you need any graphic design work doing, then she's your girl. She's fabulous.
Yes. And
so that's our new
so
logo,
that was great. The LS, the colourful thing, which is in the L, are Liz's colours, the kind of purples, the pinks leading onto the purples, and mine are the reds leading onto the yellows, the bright sunshine colours.
I've gone very pink today.
You have, haven't you? Yes.
Yeah, I went a bit over the top of the pink. Sorry, guys.
I'm all fawns and blue jeans today. I've gone all cowboy. Okay. So, do you know what? That same daughter who designed the logo, she's had a daughter of her own this year, right at the beginning of the lockdown. So we haven't met our granddaughter yet.
No, I know.
And that's frustrating. Because we want cuddles.
Or seen the boys either.
And we haven't seen Lucy's boys
either. So it's just really, really sad.
And we haven't seen Lucy's puppy yet.
I know. Well, she's only just arrived on the scene. So
yes, but we want to cuddle her too.
I know.
Yeah, she's probably top of the list.
Oh,
no, Faye's
poor
top
Faye.
Of the list. And the boys as well. We can't.
Of course, we love to see them. Hi, boys. If you're watching.
So yes, it's been a crazy hugless year. Apart from the hugs that we get from each other.
Yeah.
We're fortunate that we're able to do that. We've been in our own bubble.
Yeah. And of course we had Oscar over Christmas as well, so it was lovely to hug him too.
Yes, we did. So. What else? What else has happened since then? Well, we're not going to go into too much detail because we're not going to bore you with the whole series of videos that we did. But
how many videos have we done now?
We think we've done over 100 now.
You're kidding me, really?
Yeah, I know we passed 90 recently, and I think we've gone over the 100. And
wow, okay. I kind of stopped counting because it was like really exciting. We're getting up to 30. We're doing 40. We're going to get 50. And then all of a sudden I'm just like, oh, do you know what? I can't even remember how many we're doing.
There were people saying that when you get to 35 videos, it all starts taking off naturally. But no, you still have to put in loads and loads of work. And Liz does loads of work on Instagram just to publicise every time we've got a video out, and then publicising some of the older ones and getting people to carry on watching.
It's a lot of work.
It's not easy, this YouTube thing. It's a
hell of a lot of work.
It is fun.
Yeah.
And we love making the videos for you.
And we love talking to you guys too. I mean, it's just great. The amount of conversations that we have, online and talking to people. I was talking to a chap today who's got type 2 diabetes and really wanted to know what the keto diet was all about and everything. And it was great talking to him via Messenger and stuff. So that was really interesting. So, yeah, it's not. And he is an American based in Afghanistan at the moment.
Oh.
Stuck in Afghanistan.
Not the safest place to be.
Well, apparently not. Apparently he's,
Oh, maybe because everyone's locked down and maybe it's less dangerous. I don't know. I'm just throwing that out there.
All good.
So the other thing, the other reason we're not going to go into detail about all of the videos we've made is that I am putting together a compilation video of all of our best vlogging moments since we started this channel on May the 25th. It's only 7 months. It feels like we've been doing this for years. So in a few days when that's finished, you'll be able to see all of the transformations in weight and in the way that we look, in the way that we feel, the changes of clothes that we've gone through, our best and worst moments, and you'll see all of the goals we've hit along the way and the best bits of all of the keto and the fasting and meditation and yoga and aromatherapy and holistic therapy advice videos that we've put together just for you. Plus, of course, the lovely funny moments with our keto dogs and our walks that we've done and the keto food and some exercises and a very cranky puppet and some inspirational quotations and bits of music that we did. It's going to be a really nice video. I don't know how long it's going to take me because I started it today to gathering together all the bits. And I've only gone through about 6 or 7 videos now, and there's so many little bits that I want to put in. So I think I need to be a lot more choosy and just zip through it and pick out all of the choice bits. But if I have to watch all of the videos, it's going to take me 2 or 3 weeks. So I'm just going to have to find a way of doing it.
We'll wait and see. Hopefully be out soon.
Yeah. Anyway, that'll be fun. So so thank you again for being subscribers and watching all of these videos. And I hope that when you watch the compilation video, you'll go, oh, I didn't see that one. Let's go back and have a look at that. Because that will do us a lot of good. If the more videos that you watch and the more comments that you put and the more times you click on the like button and subscribe if you haven't already, then that will set the algorithms going in YouTube and actually get our videos to closer to the top of the list when people search for keto and fasting, and then we'll be able to help more people and more people will see the videos. So thank you for doing that.
Stella the puppet has actually done 2 of his own videos, I think. So just check those out. He's Keto Chris or Cranky Chris.
Yes.
And he's got a couple of videos of his own, bless him. So
yes. And you never know, there might be more. I put 2 together, and then I got busy with all the other videos we were doing.
Yeah, and, we just got sort of overwhelmed with
never did more
new episodes, didn't we? But
so he may be back. He may be less cranky. I don't know. He may have a complete personality change.
Oh no, I like him cranky. He's funny.
Yeah, and he's kind of. Stella might be able to tell us where he's actually from because.
Yes.
I don't know. I think I was heading for New York or New Jersey.
Yeah, well, I think
kind of.
I think Stella's from the northeast actually originally. I'm not sure. Correct me if I'm wrong, Stella. Sorry, love.
There you go. You'll be able to tell me what I'm doing wrong with the accent. And New Jersey. Get back to Jersey, you bum.
We watched so much Home Alone over Christmas.
Yeah.
And Scrooged.
Scrooged, of course. Yeah, the first ghost. So 2020 has been a truly momentous year for all of us, and I'm sure you've gone through a lot of the same things that we have in not being able to see your relatives and and all of the different sides of the political spectrum who've been saying different things, and you don't know what to believe from either side, really. So, and whether the governments are right,
like,
and whether the experts are right, and whether to believe the scientists.
Switch them off.
Yeah. So just relax, and it'll all come right. And in the meantime, we'll carry on giving you information about keto and fasting.
Yeah.
And
other holistic things.
Yeah.
Too.
While we're on this completely new path that we're on now, that we've forged using all of the skills we've learned over the last few decades.
It is quite interesting how we're using just about everything. The music and the aromatherapy and the meditation, and the music's coming to the meditation, and it's quite incredible how everything's just sort of come together like that.
And I only got into puppetry a few years ago, really, although I did some puppetry with a multi-sensory theatre company in the UK as well, and I really, really, really enjoyed it then. So it was good. New York. Stella's trying to teach me over the chat here.
With the proper phonetic thing.
Josie? That's not right. I'm reading it phonetically in an English accent. Josie. No,
Josie.
I'll pick it up one day. Anyway, so now we're speaking to you and helping people around the world and entertaining you at the same time on this
hopefully
digital platform. Yeah.
I hope we are anyway.
And now we're looking forward to 2021. So what exciting things are there to look forward to, apart from the gradual easing of restrictions as we beat this pandemic into a bloody pulp?
Yeah.
So there's lots. We're going to be shifting up a gear, aren't we, into the new year?
God, yeah. I don't feel like
not
that
right
today.
now today. No.
Can I just wait till give me till tomorrow?
Well, the thing is, you've already been shifting up a gear by speaking to lots and lots of people on.
Well, I suppose.
On Instagram and on Facebook, and you've been getting people watching the videos. So now it's my turn to improve the videos because I'm the editor, and
I wouldn't know what on earth to do if I had to do the editing, because it's right in front of me now, and I'm just like,
yeah.
The whole editing thing is just scares me. So
yeah, I love it.
Yeah, well, that's good. We're doing the things that we like. I do some videos, and then you do the editing, and
yeah.
So,
and another thing we'll be doing was, as well as improving the filming. Yes, you do. We'll improve the filming and get better shots. We'll be reorganising the playlists so you can find the videos you want more easily. We've got about either 8 or 10 playlists at the moment.
Yeah,
and it's just mad. Yeah. So
we'll pare those down a little.
We'll pare those down and we'll make it simpler. We'll try and clarify exactly what it is we do. Yeah. I think what it is we do. I'll get to that in a minute. The other things, I'll tell you what else we're going to do first. We're going to set up this room as well a bit better. We've ordered a backdrop so that there's just going to be a plain backing behind us, and then we'll be able to be all colourful in front of it. So that'll be nice.
Yeah.
Because that's the sort of thing that everybody says you should do. All of the experts say you shouldn't have too much going on in the background, and we've got loads and loads of fancy colours as well as what we wear.
I've got all these back from India. I went to India a couple of years ago, and we love them, but they're a bit busy, we think.
Yes.
Maybe. I don't know. Tell us what you think.
Yes, what do you think?
Be nice to hear.
Stella can't even see at the moment. She's still listening.
Well, I don't know. She said she saw the puppet. So,
maybe you've seen the videos.
Or maybe she saw the videos. I don't know.
Yeah. So, above all, we're going to do more filming outdoors as the weather gets better.
Hopefully soon.
And above all, we'll be giving you more of what you've really liked about our previous videos, which is what I was saying. It's being ourselves, letting you into our lives, and going on a journey wherever this amazing life takes us.
Yeah,
and it's being real with it that I think people enjoy, being like we are now in the live stream.
Yeah. And it's going to be quite difficult to be outside because we do live in rural Ireland and we're right on the edge of the Atlantic here. There's only Valentia Island just over there, which doesn't really shelter us from the worst of the weather.
No,
and we do really get it. We do really get it. So being outside is a little bit tricky.
Yeah. The next land beyond that is Florida, I think, or New York. Depends on which way you go.
Is the east coast of America. So we're right on that, and of course everything just comes straight at us. So
we get all the weather and we get all of the rubbish washed across from America.
We've just had
we get golf balls and all kinds.
We do, yeah. We get golf balls from America, and when containers fall off container ships, they end up here. They end up all washed up on the beach and stuff. And
so it's a big tradition that we have here to clean the beaches, and lots of the locals get together, and that's happening on. Is that New Year's Day or was that?
It's been and gone.
Oh, it's been and gone. We've missed it this year.
We missed it.
Never
mind.
mind.
Do we do every time we go to the beach? We always pick something up because it's just the best thing to do.
Yes.
Take
indeed.
more away with you than you arrived with.
Yes.
And we don't mean somebody else's dog.
No. Don't take anyone's dog. No.
So
we're going to get back to being vloggers. Really, that's what we're going to do.
Yeah, there'll be
in the new year, and we got into the habit, I think, of doing really, really information-packed videos all about keto and fasting, and doing lots of research,
which is great.
And a lot of you asked for
and
that kind of information.
And that'll still be happening as well. We will still be doing that, but just not quite as much. It's a bit of
That's right.
It's a bit scary because we're kind of changing a little bit the way that we're doing things, and that can be a little bit scary when you've got a channel, and they do say you need to stick to a niche, and
I think our niche is us being as we are together, and
being holistic, and just
giving the whole package,
looking out for you,
and because that's
showing what we do every day.
And we'll do more videos together. We've done a lot of videos where we've written them ourselves and or presented them just as one of us, and I think it's better when we do them both together. It's more fun when we do them both together, I think.
Yeah.
Although we've both had fun doing them individually as well.
Yeah. So.
But I think that's when we shine the brightest, I think.
Yeah.
And I think we've grown closer since the lockdown began.
Definitely.
Anyway.
I mean, we used to be like ships passing in the night, as the phrase it goes. I mean, you would be out at night, especially in the summer. He'd be out at night, and so we'd be doing all of that. You'd be doing your gigs and going out and doing that, and then in the day,
and gigs here don't start.
Well, they don't start till 10:30.
So I wouldn't get back until 1:30 in the morning sometimes.
So, and I'm an early riser. Well, not at the moment, but I used to go to bed early and wake up early and get in some yoga before I went to work and did stuff, and then I'd be in the clinic room massaging people, or going somewhere, or whatever I was doing during the day, either teaching yoga or that sort of thing. So I'd be up early, Scats would still be sleeping, and so we'd never really see each other. But now we see each other all the time, all day, every day.
Yeah.
And although sometimes it's a bit difficult, but that's the same in any relationship, I think.
Yeah. But we were really good friends before we got together.
Yeah. So but now we get to spend all this time together, and it's really great because because we've got a dog, we go on walks. Yeah, long walks as well.
Almost every day.
We never used to do that. It would be a quick ride down to the park and back, or down to the beach and back, or and it would be just quickly go for a walk with the dogs.
And we've gone from working in two different professions, but now it's all holistically joined together.
Yeah, I know. So, it's really.
Thank you, Stella, for saying yes. Holistic is our niche.
Oh, thank you, darling.
And she'll always follow us whatever we do.
Oh,
thank you so much.
Thank you, darling. We'll always have one subscriber.
You're the only one talking to us at the moment, certainly on the chat anyway.
Yeah, it's fine.
Thank you.
Fine.
It is lovely.
Darling. Yeah, so so it's a bit scary doing something. You're moving away from what we had been doing up until for the last 3 months, and we're going to be moving back into more vloggy type things. And even with the vloggy type things that we did before, we were editing them, so which is what most vloggers do, but I think that there'll be a bit more a
bit more free. We might go to 2 live ones a week, 2 live streams a week, because they're a lot quicker to make. They don't need any editing afterwards. Or we'll just make 1 keto and fasting one a week and do 1 live stream, and then we'll do holistics in all of the other videos that we do in between. And we'll just concentrate on making really good ones twice a week, a really good live stream and a really good keto and fasting, and you'll know when they're coming out, and it'll be a regular thing for you to
Premiere
wake up
them
one
and
morning
stuff.
and go, the Liz and Scats thing
Yeah.
is today.
And I've noticed that the vloggers that I watch, because I've now, since we've been on YouTube, as in we're doing our own channel, it's kind of amazing because now I'm watching loads of other people and wondering how they're doing it, and now I don't know if they're watching, but the Fabulous Keto Twins, I love them. They're just fantastic, and they're so dry, and I love their sense of humour.
Yeah.
And their keto channel is fantastic. Oh, okay. We're going to Walmart with Stella, apparently. Lovely.
Oh, yes.
So it's kind of like, I've been watching all of these other vloggers and people who have, channels and stuff. I mean, the twins aren't a vlogging channel, they're just a purely keto channel, but there's others like Trent and Ali and Eamon and Beck and people like that, because I love watching these people who travel. I love it because I really, really miss travelling, and that's something I've desperately missed this year.
Yes, one thing we're going to be doing as well. We'll do some travel vlogs.
We
as
were
well.
supposed to go to Africa.
Yeah.
In October we were supposed to go to Africa because it was my 50th birthday in November.
You had a safari booked and
We had a
everything.
safari booked, and we were going to go and see a Maasai village, and then we were going to potentially go to Zanzibar to see the Zanzibar Barbarians. So I love that. It's just it's a Muppet thing. We were going to go to Zanzibar, which is just sort of like idyllic, gorgeous white sands, Indian Ocean island, and just
One day we'll visit
we will
the
go.
place where we were going to go. But
Yeah,
so our holiday this year has been just being
being here.
here or just walking the dog, but it tends to be in the same place every week, and it's
Yeah, and we do. The problem is with that is that I'm because I do like to travel and do things and go different places. I mean, I don't have one job where I'm just in one place. I go all over the place. I'm up country, and then one day I'm in a hospital, and the next day I'm in a rehab centre, and then the day after that I'm here, and I'm doing stuff in the house and at home, and then one day I'll have a market stall, and then so I'm all over the place, and I love doing that. I love the travel, even though it's only just little bits and bobs, but I've missed the travel this year. I've missed getting out and seeing different people and doing the yoga classes. Missed the yoga classes too. So kind of missed all of that. So I do get a bit kind of claustrophobic when I'm in the house all the time and doing the same thing all the time, and so it is a bit difficult. It's a bit difficult, but then it's difficult for everybody. So I can't complain, and at least we're fit and healthy and well. And
we can't really moan. Let's face it, we've lost 110 pounds in weight between us. And
perhaps some of that's come
we
back
look
on again.
an awful lot better. I've put on 7 pounds, but it's I'm we're going to be doing some fasting next week. And well, we're intermittent fasting. I only did one meal today, I think.
No, you had
I did two.
Berries and cream. But
I had some berries, nuts and cream.
I had 2 big meals today because I felt like I needed it, so I did. But I did OMAD yesterday, and the day before, pretty much. Yeah, pretty much. 22 hours, something like that I did the day before, so and
but we'll get back on track.
Well, I'm back down to 158. I got up to 162, and I've lost 4 pounds in the
that's all right.
3-4 days.
Compared to other Christmases, this is a complete miracle. Let's face it, normally I would have put on probably I don't know, 20 something pounds between the end of November and the start of January.
Because we'd start at the beginning of December.
We'd buy boxes of chocolates and tins of biscuits with chocolate on them.
We'll save them for Christmas, we kept saying, and then out they came. And
never happened. Yeah.
So this is the thing, and now we don't do that, and we only really sort of cracked open the party food the week that we started showing you the party food on the live stream. So that was the first sort of. But even that was,
Yeah, and still, I think
keto friendly.
I fasted once before Christmas. I did a 48-hour
just
to get back down to where I was before. But now I've sort of slipped back up over because we've done some feasting. We even had a bit of potato and some carrots and some, You know, some of the vegetables that we don't normally eat because they're too starchy and too carby.
Yeah, but I mean,
But
I'm
anyway.
still doing the metabolic switching.
Switching.
I don't know what that could do.
Switching.
got
It's
my
Sean
teeth-
Connery
My
memory of
teeth
Sean
came out,
Connery.
darling. Yeah.
Ruins from switching.
Yeah, so I'm still doing the metabolic switching. So every Sunday, actually last week it was Christmas Day, so every Sunday I'm doing that. So I only went up £2, Stella.
Well done, Stella.
Well done.
that-
And I saw your feast on Christmas Day, or was it Christmas Eve? Look, wow, well done, girl. That's fantastic.
Yeah, I like the look of
Superb,
all
well
that
done.
fish you were cooking. That
Oh
was-
my goodness, we were just like, when can we get to Florida?
Yeah, we had a Spanish
the
one, didn't
tickets.
we? We had a Spanish lamb.
Oh, good girl. Once you fast now.
Intermittent fasting now,
8
8
p.m.
p.m.
to 1 p.m. How long's that? That's so 8, 15 hours, 16 hours a day. Fantastic.
Yeah,
Well done, that girl.
brilliant.
Yeah, we finish eating at 6 because it's all dark and miserable, and we just want to curl up and watch telly.
Yeah,
So we finish eating at 6, and I ate at 1 today. So I think that's 19 hours. I
that's
think.
pretty good. I left it until I got back off the walk. So
Yeah. So
yeah. Anyway, so over this coming year, we'll be talking more about keto and fasting together. We'll be finding out about other holistic therapies so that we can all take care of each other better. We'll be also showing you what we're doing behind the scenes and what quite amazing plans we have for the next year, because we've got something coming up that we've been saying for months now that
I know,
we can't
sorry.
tell you about, and we still can't tell you, which is so frustrating. But as soon as we can, you'll hear the big announcement and exactly why we couldn't say anything about it.
it's huge.
It's bursting out of
It's
us, and we're
huge.
finding it so
huge
difficult,
news.
aren't we, to keep
yeah,
it in,
Yeah,
to keep a lid on it.
yeah.
And meanwhile, I'm still waiting for news about Irish citizenship, which I applied
Yeah.
for over a year ago, if you remember. I said
Yeah.
at the beginning of this stream. And apparently that's nearing the end of the process now. It's at the final stages.
The very
And I don't know
end.
whether that means they're going to give me citizenship or whether they're in the final stages of going no. But I'm hopeful now, because
Yeah.
if they've let it go on that far,
Yeah.
it must mean
I
that they're
think
going
you'll
to...
be fine.
they're going to say
darling.
yes, hopefully.
We meet
Fingers
the
crossed.
criteria hands down. So
do.
it's like, we've been here 7 years, and we've contributed to taxes and
Yeah,
the
to the
communities
local economy and
and all that kind of thing. And so I can't see how they're not gonna. They'd be mad. They'd be mad, wouldn't they?
They would. They'd be crazy. And it's only me that's applied so far, because it's quite expensive. So we were going to do it one at a time. So
Yeah.
and we'll see what happens anyway. So hopefully we'll be celebrating, or hopefully not commiserating, but hopefully celebrating that fairly soon, and we will keep you up to date on that. And now we've got the New Year plan, haven't we, which we've talked about before.
Yes, I know. I'd like to do a couple of tweaks to it, but there is still a way that we can actually help you, and on a more individual, one-to-one basis, and that is with the New Year plan. Now, if you'd like things like recipes and ideas, I mean, obviously you can look at the YouTube channel too, which is a great idea. But if you'd actually like support, now this is something that people have talked to us about quite a lot recently, especially talked to me about quite a lot, is that they don't want to do keto because their families don't support them in the ketogenic diet and fasting, because they're still in this sort of they haven't got the knowledge. And so obviously, I always think that fear comes from lack of knowledge. And so this is why, and they're obviously just concerned for their loved ones, but at the same time, I think it needs addressing. And but even though, these people still want to do it, but they don't have a support network. And it was something that was very kind of important to me, that people should have someone they can talk to about it. So the New Year plan kind of incorporates a weekly chat with us live, well, one or both of us. But it also,
take your pick.
Yeah, but it also involves us getting you into the holistic side of it as well. So not just the keto and not just the fasting, but also doing a yoga class. We'll send you a video of a yoga class so that you can actually do a yoga class in the comfort of your own home whenever you feel like you want to. So it's your decision when you want to do it, which makes it nice and flexible. But also we'll send you meditations and affirmations, which really do help too, because weight loss is not just about the physical stuff, it's about the mental and emotional stuff too. And I found this out the hard way, and I know even though I've had Skatz's support, it would be nice if we could now pay back and give you some support. And we've also got things like recipes and ideas of how to start and things like that. And so, you know, if you would like us to help you, then please do get in touch either in the comments or at our email address, which I think is on the website. I don't know.
Yeah, it's bound to be. Did I have it on screen last week?
I
I'm just looking down on the thing here. No.
But anyway, stick the Patreon address up as well, because that's quite an important thing. The Patreon is also... the Patreon is also something that you can contribute to, and we give back as well. So you're kind of patronising us, as it were, so that we can keep going without, because we don't earn any money at this at the moment. And you get sort of like money off some of the merchandise that we've got, because we've got a merch shop as well. And also we will do the videos and things like that, and you get a monthly email letter and things like this. So there's lots of things going on there. So if you'd rather do that, you know, for a smaller amount of money, then that's fine. But just get in touch, because we'd love to help you.
Yeah, and there's your yoga videos as well. You've got
the
a
yoga
regular
videos,
monthly...
yeah. So the yoga videos,
these are really good.
The yoga videos are coming out now, and they're €25 for the month, each month, and you get one video a month. But then that means that you can just use it, you can do it twice a day if you want to, which is fantastic if you do. And each month will have a theme to it. So this month was more about just being calm and relaxed and chilling out, because most of us were in lockdown for a long time before Christmas. And then this next month coming up, the theme is purification and detoxification. That will be the one for January.
Brilliant.
We're going to be recording that in the next couple of days.
So there you go. Hopefully you've all got the Patreon address now. Let's just take that one off. Get back to the normal picture. Where's it gone? That one there. There we go.
There we are.
Lovely.
Back to normal.
Back to normal. And well, that's about all we've got for this week.
Yeah.
Next week it'll be 2021.
My goodness.
And we haven't planned what we're going to give you yet, but we will put that up on the Facebook page.
What would you like to see?
Yeah, tell us what you'd like us to do next week.
What would you like us to talk about? You know,
is it getting back to keto, getting back to fasting,
maybe
getting back
it
on
is.
track?
I think maybe it is. It's getting back on track. Maybe we could sort of say what to do if you've fallen off the keto wagon, or something like that. I don't know.
And you did a video about that the other day, didn't you?
I did a video, and thank you to those who watched it, because it's been really quite popular on this one.
Yeah.
And
you can see why. It's that time of year when everybody goes, oh no, I've put on loads of weight. Oh dear.
We're following our own, it's physicians heal themselves at the moment. So we're doing that very same thing. I think on Christmas Day, I ate so much on Christmas Day, it was just crazy. We had a huge plate full of meat and veg and stuff. And then we did a fast the day after. I did a 22-hour fast the day after, which was a really good idea.
Yeah. Now, you all know this song. We're going to leave you with this. And thank you very much for listening. Thank you especially to Stella for doing the live chat with us and keeping us going, giving us things to talk about.
Lovely.
And Happy New Year to you all.
Oh, please let it be happy and healthy for you all.
Yes.
We really do care so much about you all. So many of you have become really lovely friends, and we really, really appreciate every last one of you. We really do.
Should all land. Let's try and sing the right words, shall we? Let's do this properly. Should all acquaintance be forgot and never brought to mind? Should all acquaintance be forgot, and days of auld lang syne? For auld lang syne, my dear, for auld lang syne, we'll take a cup of kindness yet, and days of auld lang syne. For auld lang syne, my dear, for auld lang syne, we'll take a cup of kindness yet, and days of auld lang syne. Lovely. Thank you for singing along, those of you who were. And that's all for 2020. Goodbye, 2020.
Goodbye, 2020.
That's it. We've had enough of you now.
I want to put less fingers up to you than this. Brilliant.
So Stella's switching into the maintenance diet now. Wonderful. So you've reached a target. That's
wonderful.
Beautiful.
That's so great.
So everybody, thanks for listening.
So proud of everybody for their achievements this year. We're so proud of ourselves. And if you have achieved your goal, or you're approaching your goal, or even if you're just starting, you should be very proud of yourselves.
You should.
And we're proud of you for doing what you're doing, because there's nothing more that you can do for yourself and looking after yourself than your own health and what you put inside your body.
Yes.
Very important.
So to all of you, peace and love. We'll see you next year. Take very good care of yourselves.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.